Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Waiting for a touch, you say no day. Nothing could really take your place. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Waiting for a touch, you say no day. Nothing could really take your place.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. It is a great day to be a Bulldog, but today's even better because we get to announce the class of 2024 for the Bulldog Hall of Fame. I appreciate everyone that's joining us here in person today in the Bulldog Boardroom, as well as all those who are joining us online at Navarro College YouTube. This is a great day for us because we get to celebrate and honor and recognize the best of the best. The Navarro College Bulldog Hall of Fame was created in 2019. This will be our 5th class of inductees. And I will tell you, this year's class is as good as it gets. All right? Before we get going with the announcements, the first thing I would like to do is bring to the floor right now Navarro College District President, Dr. Kevin G. Fagan.
Thank you, Coach Landers. Would you all please join me in giving a round of applause to the founder of the Navarro College Bulldog Hall of Fame, the Executive Director of Student Services and Athletics, Coach Michael Landers. Also want to take a minute for a couple of introductions. Please welcome the Secretary-Treasurer of the Navarro College Board of Trustees, Richard Aldama, and Trustee Faith Boyd. I will keep my remarks brief so that Coach Landers can get to the most important part of today, the introduction of our 5th Bulldog Hall of Fame class. But one of the things I wanted to mention was that a lot of times with Hall of Fame classes, by the time you get through the first 2 or 3, there's a noticeable difference in the honorees after that. Here at Navarro College, we are seeing that the 5th class is probably just as impressive as the 1st class that we've had, and each of those classes in between. And also to give a shout out to our current coaches, they are doing a good job of adding additional Hall of Fame nominees in the future. We had last year first team All-Americans in volleyball, in soccer. We had 2 baseball players get drafted at the end of this season. Players of the Year in baseball, volleyball, outstanding football, basketball, softball. So it just runs the gamut of what they continue to do, which is going to make this opportunity for our committee equally challenging every year. Before I conclude my remarks, let me make one more introduction. The chairman of our Board of Trustees here with us today. Please welcome Mr. Phil Judson. And it is his birthday today as well. So we'll save the serenading for later. So again, I'll end my remarks right there and turn it back over to Coach Landers.
Thank you, Dr. Fagan. A couple more things before we get going with the introduction of the class. We have some people here in our audience that I would like to recognize. First off, we have 3 current members of our Hall of Fame that are in attendance today. First of all, and all 3 are from the class of 2019. We have head coach Lewis Orr. We have individual national champion, Mr. James David Stubbs. And then we inducted him when he retired, and then he came back to work, our national champion head baseball coach, Wo Dill. And then lastly, I would like to introduce the members of the Hall of Fame committee. And I will tell you, as Dr. Fagan has said, our discussions are very, very difficult because there are so many deserving people. It's going to take us a number of years before we can catch up if we can. All right. So members of our Hall of Fame committee that are here today, Trustee Richard Aldama, Lewis Orr, Stacy Sipes is an ex officio member. We also have Dennis Hawk and Mike Mumford that are not with us here today. And then our Navarro College head coaches, Wo Dill, Jessica Crink-Burke, Ryan Taylor, Grant McMillan, that's in the room right now, and the Executive Director of the Navarro College Foundation, Mr. Richie Cotrera. And lastly, I have to give a special shout out to Amber Denny. She works with me, and she is the master communicator with all of our Hall of Fame members and our nominees, and trying to keep everything organized and everyone on the same page. So thank you, Amber. All right, without further ado, the Bulldog Hall of Fame class of 2024. Our first inductee was a member of the very first softball team at Navarro. She led the team in RBIs on the way to winning a Region 14 championship and became the first team to qualify for the NJCAA National Championships. She was named an NJCAA All-American and a multiple Region 14 Player of the Week award winner. She transferred to the University of Texas, where she earned all conference honors. The first member of the class of 2024, Deanna Williams King. On a side note, her daughter will be joining us this fall to play softball with us. The next member of the class of 2024 pitched for us in 2006. They went 9-2 with a 1.4 ERA. They transferred after 1 year at Navarro to the University of Arkansas, where they earned all SEC tournament honors. They were drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals in the second round of the 2007 Major League Baseball draft. They are considered by many to be the best pitcher to ever put on a Navarro College uniform, Mr. Jess Todd. Our next inductee played quarterback for the Bulldogs on the 1989 National Championship football team. They were a two-time all-conference selection at UNLV, where he played 6 different positions. In his first college football game at UNLV, he scored 4 touchdowns 4 different ways. He was named a first-team All-American at UNLV as a punt returner. And in 2011, he was inducted into the Arena Football League Hall of Fame. The next member of our class, Hunky Cooper. I know we have a number of members of our 1989 National Championship football team that are watching right now, and they are going to be ecstatic that their teammate is now inducted into the Hall of Fame. Our next inductee led the Bulldogs to the 2009 Region 14 Championship and their first ever trip to Hutchinson, Kansas for the NJCAA National Tournament. They rank in the top 5 in the Navarro record books for field goals made, 3-point field goals made, and points scored. They were named an NJCAA First Team All-American. They were named the Texas Association of Basketball Coaches Junior College Player of the Year. And in 2008, they were named First Team All-Region, Region 14 MVP, and Region 14 Tournament MVP. The next member of the class of 2024, Mr. DeAndre Brown. They're all special, but the next one is truly special. They rank in the top 5 in the Navarro record books for kills, attacks, scoring, and attempts. They earned First Team All-Conference and First Team All-Region honors. They were the 2017 Region 14 Player of the Year. They were named First Team All-American in 2017, and they're the first ever volleyball player to go into the Bulldog Hall of Fame, Carolina Barbosa. Our next inductee was a part of Navarro College athletics for over 20 years. They never scored a point, never made a tackle, never called a timeout, never led a huddle. But they epitomize everything that it means to be a Navarro College Bulldog. They've driven more miles and attended more games than any member of our coaching staff, and they have supported our student athletes all over the country. The next member of our Bulldog Hall of Fame class of 2024, Mr. Cash Phillips. The last member of the class of 2024 played for us for 2 years in Navarro football. They helped us to a record of 22-2 over those 2 years with a pair of Southwest Junior College Football Conference championships, 2 bowl wins. They were ranked in the top 5 both years. They were the starting defensive back for the 2010 NJCA National Champions. They earned All-Conference USA honors at the University of Houston. They were drafted by the Oakland Raiders with the 12th pick in the 2013 NFL Draft. He passed away in an accident in November 2023, but his family is going to join us for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, class of 2024, Derek DJ Hayden. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Bulldog Hall of Fame class of 2024. If we can have one more round of applause for the entire class. We started with our doors open in 1946. And as Dr. Fagan likes to say, we started playing our first football game 2 weeks later. Navarro College athletics is a part of the fabric of Navarro College. And we are blessed and honored that these men and women have built the tradition that we're able to live off of today. Our induction ceremony is set for September 21st at the Cook Center. I would encourage everyone to come join us as we celebrate and honor and recognize these Bulldog greats. Thank you so much for coming today. Again, it's always great to be a Bulldog. Thank you.